The aim is for Oxfordshire County Council to find out what children and young people think about the services for them.
Actually make the sports areas and stuff easier and safer, because it's not that safe and it's not that great.
I think in general people need to sort of communicate with each other a bit more. You know, those disabled children shouldn't be like an isolated group that nobody talks or even thinks about.
What do children want? What do children care about? And we want to hear more, because we reckon that when we really listen closely to what children have to say, we design better services.
There's not so much of this whole stigma, and like with like mainstream schooling and stuff, I think it's great that more people can be like all inclusive and actually not just claim to be all inclusive, but actually are.
Hey, my name is Justin.
Children are participating in the forum because they want to have their voices heard. They don't want to just turn up to a play area and find that a bunch of adults have designed it and it's not what they really want. They actually want to have their say.
Good, because there's not a lot of forums for disabled people.
I think it's good that children have more of a active participation in like what actually happens, because at the end of the day it's okay having adults doing all the main stuff, yeah, but realistically the adults don't benefit from it. It's just children and young people that do.
Because we all have the right to education, the right to be safe, the right to be protected, and the right to have our say heard, like express our opinions and things like that.
Children have the right to good health care.
There's a right to shelter.
They also have a right to good upbringing and good parenting, and so that they develop, you know, like all other children, not like neglect.
They have the right to go to school.
Article 12, that is the right of children and young people to express their views in relation to matters that affect them and to have those views taken into account. And that's the one we base the Children in Care Council on.
They have the right to privacy and dignity, which means if they're getting changed, they can put a sign on their door if they're in hospital saying, come back in 5 minutes, getting changed, and the doctors will know not to come in.
What rights are important to me? Freedom of speech, the right to an education, the right to, basically the right to an education. I think that's the most important right, because with an education you can form the rest of your life.
One of the best things that I ever attended was some training that children and young people were running, and it was actually some children and young people who'd been in care, and they were talking about what it had felt like on that occasion when they'd been taken out of their home to be put into care, and what the things were that had concerned them most. And as a result of hearing that, we were able to make a lot of changes to how we dealt with those situations in the future.
It gives you self-esteem to feel listened to. Children in Care Council is all about giving young people's views, working out what it is that they need, what it is that they want, and how they want the care system to work, because it's them it affects, and then taking it to the people that can make the changes, that have the funding and have the power to be able to make the care system better for the young people that are in it now.
I want to make sure that what happened to me in care doesn't happen to other children, and just trying to see a difference in how the care system can be improved.
It's important, I feel, that you keep that relationship going with your parents if that's what the child wants.
What I like about this project is it's the truth, it's what young people really think and feel, and it's young people that have been there and gone through that, they know what they're talking about. But even though we're still young people, everyone listens to us and pays attention, and it's our views and our opinions. It's not what we're told to say. it's completely truthful. I've always been interested in helping other kids that have been through the same experiences as me. It's always it's a job that I want to do in the future. And I was asked if I wanted to do these training sessions, and I went along and I loved it. I thought it was really good that we were given the opportunity to run all these meetings ourselves and take control, and it just felt like we were really making a difference.
It's made me realise who I am as a person more, and that whatever was intended for bad in my life is actually turned into something good. So I'm doing something good for what happened in my life. I'm changing it.
We talked to the Prime Minister actually about how babies are being abused and beaten, and social services take them away from their parents and they're abused by other people and stuff like that. So I would like to ask him, what is he doing to help those babies who are in those situations? That would be it.
Try and make new people to do sports.
To get people to not judge us just from looking at us.
Or I'd build proper youth centres where people can actually go and do what they want. Not community centres where people just walk in and have to find out where they actually based activities that people enjoy. Some people like art, some people like music, some people like sport, just everything for everyone.
If someone really wants to say something, they shouldn't keep it in, they should just say it.
It might not be so much a change, but more ensuring that they are getting these rights that were previously mentioned, and that they are being treated equally, because I think that equality is definitely one of the most important things in society. So I think for children to be given that is very, very important.
Just because something's illegal doesn't necessarily mean that it's as bad as something that is legal, because drinking and smoking are arguably a lot worse than a lot of illegal drugs, and I don't think we're taught that enough. We're not taught, everything's very black and white sometimes to children, and I feel that that's unfair because you're restricting what they actually know about what's real.
I've seen lots of examples over the years of where young people have not necessarily thought that they were very good at anything in particular, and then somehow they'd got involved with a particular project and their self-esteem had started to go up, and they'd begun to be successful at something, and they'd really experienced a sense of achievement and being able to make a difference to other people's lives.
Why don't you get involved? If there's an issue that you feel passionate about, tell us, or even make a film about it. Visit www.bigvoiceoxfordshire.com. I hope you enjoyed the film. Thank you.